afternoon. Welcome back to the homestead. Talk a little bit today about something that you don't see a whole lot about. Something that no other homesteader talks very much about. There's a little bit out there, and that is the really fun part of having animals on the homestead. Cleaning out and mucking the stalls, and what do you do with it whenever you get it cleaned out. Usually a lot of stuff on compost. People have compost piles, they do compost piles, different ways of doing it. Really a lot of good information out there on it. But I see where I know a lot of people that have the compost, what they'll do is like their kitchen scraps, of course like your vegetable peels and things like that, compostable paper, cardboard, things of that nature, compost it down. But one thing, it's really good ways of utilizing, and we were doing a lot of that with the food scraps and stuff, but we have pigs now, so everything that we get goes to them. So what we started doing is when we started cleaning out the stalls, I built a compost area to just start putting, it was hay. We started out with hay and straw, but we're doing the deep litter system with the sawdust, and of course what hay we put in the barn for them, they'll always scatter a little bit of it on top of it, and I found that works really well for composting. And I'm going to show you, turn the camera in here and show you this. We just brought some out, just cleaned some out today, and put down more litter. And I'm going to show you this pile where I'm at back here. We're at the edge of the woods. I've got a pile back here in the edge of the woods because I plan on doing a barn right back in there in that little clear, that little flat spot right there. So we got a compost area here because we filled the one up, and it just we kept having put more on top of what was already composted down. It was just hard to get to what was underneath without taking everything off the top to use it. So we filled it up over the top of it, tarped it, put a tarp on it, and started building one back here. And what I've done back here is I just bought pallets and screwed the pallets together, and they work really great. It's a good free or cheap anyway, sometimes it's free depending on where you are, way to do it. But turn the camera in here and show you what this one looks like. This one back here, we've been doing it for about 2 weeks, and I'm already starting to see some stuff. So we'll look at it, then we'll go up front and look at the one that's up there. Okay, this is our compost bin back here. I just did two pallets across the back, 2 on each side. And we had this about 2 weeks. And down here in the very bottom, sit very well on the camera or not, but it's already starting. See that there? Out of just about 2 weeks, that's what's on the bottom, what we first put down about 2 weeks ago. And it's already starting. It's already starting to compost down. So it works really well, and you can do this, use it for your garden, and then use it all up, and then start using that one. Like what the plan is, that one up front we will use way up there. We will use it this spring for the garden, and by then this one will be pretty well full, and we can tarp it and start using the one up front again. And then by the time it gets full, this one will be ready to use again next spring for the garden area. So it's just a really good way of getting rid of your mess in the barn and your mess in the barn. So let's go up front and look at the one up there. It's been probably about 6 months. What's on the bottom of it's been probably about 6 months, maybe a little more than 6. But let's go up there and look and see what it's doing. Hi, Sadie. So this right here is our compost. I wanted to show you what. There's a little bit of it. I wanted to show you what it looked like when it's composted down, but we pretty well piled it high as we could get it, put the tarp over it. And this end down here was probably from almost the middle, about where that hump is back, it's all fresh. So from there back, about halfway down, is what I wanted to show you, and I can't get to it. But I did use it in the greenhouse to finish filling up in there and stuff, so we'll go in there and show you. But right here, you can see some of this or not. What I just took out of the barn earlier, that right there, yep, see how black that is? That used to be that, and what was just put out back. So let's go in here in the greenhouse and I'll show you what we got in here, because I door open. Alright, yeah, that's what it composts down to. Right there's a little bit of stuff I had in a bag that I put on top. That over there, but you can tell this compost, I just pulled this out of it, the string that got off of a feed bag. But right here, that you can see the roots and stuff, the little pieces and stuff still in it. That is what it composts down to. Nice, black, rich. But like I said, you have to kind of alternate. You have to kind of fill one up, tarp it, and then start on the other one. By the time your other one's about full, the other one's ready to start using. Here's our greenhouse. This is only an 8x8, but it worked good. We've got the 2 grow beds and our potting table, and then we've got all the shelves over here to put our seeds on. I plan on putting another shelf across there this spring, and maybe a couple of more in there. But right now it's 40 something degrees outside. It is 74 in here. 74 degrees in here, and it's about 42 I think it is outside right now. 48, sorry, it's 48 out here right now. But that's that one. And we used the compost last year in the asparagus. So this is all compost from the barn. And see how black, how rich that looks. So it works wonders. It does great. But just wanted to share with you that you can compost is a lot of times more than just your scraps and your food scraps and stuff. And I thought it was going to be a lot of compost with that and with that other back there. It's going to do great. There's our garden area, and our got a little orchard, apples and plums and peaches. But that's a big area up all the way back to the woods. and up to about the corner of that trailer up, just to the right of that tree, is our garden area. And we'll put all this compost out there, spread it around. And I can't wait till it gets springtime and stuff ready to plant. We survived that freeze that we had. Look, we still got ice on the ground. They dumped out those water containers that hadn't quite thawed out yet. Our pigs done great. They built them a little tunnel system up in their thing. We just shared that video the other day with you guys. Go back and watch it if you haven't seen it. Our turkeys, of course, they're all on the other side of the house, so they done excellent. And of course, the sheep and our marigold, they didn't come out for a few days. We opened the door to see if they want out. They didn't come out for anything. So they all done wonderful. We survived it real well. With the exception of a few little frozen pipes. We didn't have water for about 3 or 4 days. But it all done really good with that exception. Alright, well, I'm going to go check on the piggies and turn some more of this compost and clean up a little bit more. But I just wanted to share with you guys. Thank you for watching. And please like and share these videos if you like them, and subscribe to our channel so you can follow along with us, and follow along on our journey as we learn and grow. All right, we appreciate you. God bless.